G'day guys, Steve Morgan here for Australian Bass Tournaments at the final qualifier of the 2018 Costa BREAM Series. This is the Bass Cat round at Southwest Rocks. I've got the winner here, Grant Manusu, who absolutely blitzed the field on the second day and came from, where were you on after the first day, Grant?
Seventh.
Seventh, came from seventh to win this event. In the end of the day, it was quite a tough event and only must have been 3 or 4 anglers caught their 10 out of 10. You brought home the biggest bag of the event on the second day, and that's no mean feat on not a huge waterway, but not a small waterway, but a waterway that seemed to get tougher as this event went on. What was your secret?
Mate, there's no real secret to it. I just went fishing. Today I had no non-boater, so I just went out and just took it like a normal day fishing where I fish by myself. I quite enjoy fishing by myself. I do come up here a bit. I had a bit of history here in teams tournaments. I've won a couple of teams tournaments up here. I used to come up here on holiday with my family when we were younger. I just love the area and just have a ball up here fishing. Just love the place. I was up 2 months ago. Didn't really do real well then either, but you know, I found a few fish upriver, and I sort of went up and focused on those because I actually didn't get to practice. So I got up here late, missed the briefing. Went up for a run first day, found a few, thought I'll go back down and find somewhere I normally find them downriver. Didn't find a thing, so blasted back up again, which helps when you got a fast boat.
Yes.
Went back up, bagged out a couple of little upgrades, but nothing special, you know, low twos bag. So, but yeah, really stoked to come back today with a 3.5 kilo bag. But I got a 1.05 and about an 850 in there, which really kicked the bag along.
Two fish for 2 kilos really helps, doesn't it? Now, when you had that big bag in the well, did you come back, you thought you had a chance to do this? Or because there was no bag that size weighed in on the first day, and did you know the river was going to get tougher?
I knew it was going to get tougher. This place always does. Whenever there's comps here, it always gets, it doesn't handle pressure because there's never really a lot of pressure here. So, you know, after I had 4 in the well, I knew I had a kicker. So I was happy. I just wanted one more. And I got one that was 25 and a bit. So I was like, okay. 2 casts later, I put a 26.5 in. I was a little bit better. Had about 3 kilos. I thought, gee, if I could only get one more kicker. And I dropped the waypoint where I got that big one early. And I went back and I dropped the plastic in the exact same spot and pulled an 850 and upgraded to that 3.5 kilos. So I was pretty stoked with that. Those
big fish do tend to hang out in the same places. Now, run us through your tackle that you used this weekend. What's the rod? What's the reel? What's the line? What's the lure?
I really only had... Well, I had 2 rods out, but they're both exactly the same. So it's a 13 Fishing Envy Black. It's one of the old series. I've got some of the new series in the boat, but I was using the old one. As you can see, it's pretty beat up because I've flogged it pretty hard. Just got a Shimano twin power on there, but the trick was the Z-Man, the Slim Swim. That's on a 1/8 head there in the motor oil colour, but the only other one I threw on exact same combo was 1/12 in a hidden weight, running 4-pound braid and 4-pound leader.
What brand of braid is that? It's a nice fine braid.
It's fairly faded now. That was a Sunline. Yeah, just in the blue, but it's faded out because that's how much fishing we do.
Now tell us, you don't do that many ABT events, but every time you do, I see you flying past me on the river at 1,000,000 miles an hour. How fast does that boat of yours go?
When I'm by myself, which I was today, and as you saw me fly past you again, about 145. Yeah, she's pretty quick, but it's a handful of that speed, but yeah, it's good fun. I don't generally push it too hard when I've got a non-boater in there, but when I'm by myself...
You're happy to kill yourself?
Yeah. I don't want to kill anyone else. I don't think Mum would like it if I killed myself either, but yeah, no, it's good fun. It's always fun to drive, and you know, I left upriver there with not much time to spare, and I got back with no dramas at all. Past everyone.
Now you've now qualified for the grand final, which is in Victoria. It's on 3 different venues: Marlow, Bem River, Gippsland Lakes. You've been to any of those venues, and are you going to give the grand final a crack? You could win a $60,000 boat.
I know I could. Never been there. Never fished anything down there.
They like slim swims.
I might have to consider it now. I'll have a very long, hard think about it. That's for sure.
Yeah. All right. Well, you guys, anyone who's wondering what the qualifications are for the grand final, we're going to get those updated in the next few days, and the invites are going to go out. If Grant, for instance, doesn't take his invite, it's going to get under the next one in the Angler of the Year points. So the guys that have been supporting us, we support them. Anyone you'd like to thank, mate? Any sponsors?
Yeah, mate, definitely. Cranker Lewis, they helped me out a lot along the way. The crabs I normally throw here all the time. Threw some of their cranks today and a few of their vibes. Got fish on them, but all the fish in the bag came on the Slim Swim. and obviously 13 Fishing. They help me out, rods and reels. I haven't got a 13 on there today, but generally run their creeds. Yamaha helped me out with that motor and that wrap on the boat, and got it going as fast as it does. And yeah, much thanks to all those guys. They really, I couldn't do it without them.
Well, there you go. Great words there from our champion here at Southwest Rocks. That's the last qualifier for the year. Keep the eye out on abt.org.au for the write-ups of this event, and make sure you tick like on this Facebook page, because we're going to give you updates as we lead up to that grand final. Grant Manusu, congratulations.
Thanks, Steve. You too.